Avoid dialysis. Top 4 bedtime drinks to cleanse and protect your kidneys. Avoid dialysis. That's a scary thought, right? But here's the truth. Kidney disease usually takes around 10 years to go from silent to dangerous. And most people don't even notice until it's almost too late. Kidneys can lose up to 90% of their function before you feel a single symptom. Now here's the part that might shock you. The 8 to 10 hours you spend sleeping each night could either be the time your kidneys are quietly healing or the time they're getting worse. That's why in this video, I'm going to share 4 simple bedtime drinks, all backed by real science, that can help protect and cleanse your kidneys while you sleep. And make sure you stay until the very end, because I'll reveal a key timing secret that could be the difference between protecting your kidneys and speeding up the damage. Quick question before we dive in. What's your usual bedtime drink? Tea? Milk? Just water? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your answer. And just so you know, everything you'll hear today comes straight from peer-reviewed studies. No hype, no miracle cures, just clear, simple advice to help you make smarter choices for your health. 1. Unsweetened cranberry juice. When we talk about the best bedtime drinks for kidney health, we have to start with a clear winner: unsweetened cranberry juice. You may already know cranberries for their role in urinary health, but the real reason they're powerful lies in a group of natural compounds called PACs, or proanthocyanidins. Don't worry about the name. What's important is how they work. Imagine a thin, slippery shield lining your urinary tract. That's what PAs do. They make it hard for bacteria to stick to your bladder walls, and if bacteria can't stick, they can't grow. That means fewer urinary tract infections and fewer chances of an infection traveling up and turning into kidney damage. This is critical because untreated UTIs are one of the most common ways kidneys get harmed. Once bacteria climb into the kidneys, the infection can cause long-term damage that isn't easy to reverse. Prevention is always better, and cranberries give your body a natural line of defense. In fact, studies show that cranberry juice can cut the risk of UTIs in half for people who are prone to them, including older adults and women who get infections often. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Drinking cranberry juice at night can boost its effect. When you sleep, your bladder holds liquid longer than during the day. That means the protective compounds in cranberries stay in contact with your urinary tract for hours, giving bacteria even less chance to settle in. In simple terms, your bedtime drink could turn into an overnight shield for your kidneys. But there's a catch. Most cranberry drinks in the supermarket are not the real thing. They're cocktails, loaded with added sugar and artificial flavors. Those versions do more harm than good. Extra sugar stresses your kidneys, raises inflammation, and can even fuel the very problems you're trying to avoid. The only form that helps is pure, unsweetened cranberry juice. It's more tart than sweet, but it's the one that actually protects your body instead of harming it. Now, some people worry about oxalates in cranberries. Oxalates are natural compounds that, in large amounts, can increase the risk of kidney stones in sensitive individuals. That's why research on cranberries sometimes sounds conflicting. Some studies show they raise stone risk, others show no effect, and a few even suggest the opposite. The takeaway? Moderation matters. For most people, 2-3 ounces of pure cranberry juice diluted with warm water is safe and effective. You don't need a full glass every night. A small serving is enough to get the benefit without overwhelming your kidneys. There is one important warning. If you take blood thinners, especially warfarin, talk to your doctor first. Cranberries can interact with how the medication works, and that's not something you want to take lightly. As always, if you're on medication, check with your healthcare provider before adding new foods or drinks to your daily routine. So let's be clear. Cranberry juice isn't a cure for kidney disease, and it's not a replacement for medical treatment if you already have serious kidney issues. But when it comes to everyday habits that can protect your kidneys, it's one of the simplest, most research-backed choices you can make. Think of it as giving your body a little extra help while you sleep. Instead of letting those hours go to waste, you're using them to strengthen one of your body's most important filters. That's the power of unsweetened cranberry juice. A small, simple drink, taken at the right time, can make a real difference in keeping your kidneys protected for years to come. 2. Chamomile tea. Chamomile tea might look like just another simple herbal drink, but when it comes to protecting your kidneys, it's actually a quiet powerhouse. Think of chamomile as gentle but strong, the kind of friend who calms you down when you're stressed, but also helps you heal in ways you might not even notice at first. One of the biggest reasons chamomile is so special has to do with a compound it contains called apigenin. Now, don't worry about the fancy name. What matters is what it does. Apigenin attaches itself to certain receptors in your brain that help calm down your nervous system. In plain English, that means it helps your body relax and drift into deeper, more restful sleep. And this is key because when you sleep well, your kidneys get the chance to do some of their best work. Nighttime is when your body goes into repair mode, and your kidneys can focus on filtering and flushing toxins out of your blood. If your sleep is shallow or constantly interrupted, that process gets disturbed. But with chamomile tea helping you get better sleep, your kidneys have more of the support they need to detox naturally. But chamomile doesn't stop there. Another huge benefit is how it helps with blood sugar control. This is so important because high blood sugar is one of the main reasons kidneys get damaged in the first place. In fact, diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney failure worldwide. Drinking chamomile tea regularly has been linked to improved blood sugar balance, which means less stress on your kidneys over time. It's like giving your kidneys a break from one of the biggest sources of damage. There's even more. Some lab studies suggest that apigenin, that same calming compound we talked about earlier, might actually protect your kidneys directly by lowering uric acid buildup. High uric acid can lead to gout, kidney stones, and even more strain on your kidneys. By reducing it, chamomile may act like a natural shield. And while more research is always helpful, what we already know makes chamomile a safe and smart choice. Now let's not forget something that doctors are talking about more and more these days: the gut-kidney connection. Your digestive system and your kidneys are closely linked. When your gut is inflamed or unhealthy, more toxins leak into your bloodstream, which then puts extra pressure on your kidneys. Chamomile helps here too. It's soothing for your stomach, it eases indigestion, and it supports the growth of good gut bacteria. Less inflammation in your gut means fewer toxins for your kidneys to deal with, and that's a double win for your body. So, how do you get the most out of chamomile tea? It's actually very simple. Use dried chamomile flowers if you can find them, or a good quality tea bag if that's what's available. Put them in hot water. But here's an important tip. Don't use boiling water. Boiling water can destroy some of the delicate compounds we want to keep. Instead, let the water cool for a minute after boiling, then pour it over the chamomile. Cover your cup while it steeps and let it sit for about 5 to 7 minutes. This way you keep all the good oils and compounds from escaping. Drink it about 30 to 60 minutes before bed so your body has time to relax and ease into sleep. But before you make chamomile tea your nightly routine, there's one caution you should know. If you're allergic to ragweed, daisies, or marigolds, you might also react to chamomile since they're in the same plant family. It's not very common, but it's something to keep in mind. And as always, if you're on medications or have specific health issues, check with your doctor just to be safe. At the end of the day, chamomile tea is more than just a cozy bedtime drink. It's a gentle, natural way to calm your body, protect your kidneys, and even lower some of the risks that can lead to serious kidney damage. When you think about it, something as simple as a warm cup of chamomile before bed could make a real difference in how your kidneys function over the long run. If tonight you feel the weight of your journey, write a single dot below. I will be meditating for everyone who leaves that mark. That dot becomes a prayer, a spark of light. And together, we turn this page of pain into a chapter of healing. 3. Warm, unsweetened oat milk. Number 3 on our list is warm, unsweetened oat milk. At first, it might sound plain, but don't let that fool you. Oat milk is like a quiet helper that works in the background, setting up the right conditions for your body to rest and heal. Thanks to natural tryptophan and complex carbs, oat milk helps your body make serotonin, which then turns into melatonin, the hormone that guides you into deep sleep. And it's during deep sleep that your kidneys do their best repair and cleansing work. If your nights are restless, your kidneys miss that recovery time. Over weeks and months, this lack of real rest can speed up inflammation and silently push kidney decline forward. So something as simple as a warm cup of oat milk before bed can actually be a nightly act of protection for your kidneys. But that's not the only gift oat milk gives. It's also rich in beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that helps lower LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries and forces your heart and kidneys to work harder. Keeping cholesterol in check improves blood flow, reduces stress on your kidneys, and lowers your overall risk of disease. It's a double win: better sleep and better protection for the organs that keep your body clean. Now here's the important catch. Most oat milks sold in stores are not as clean as they look. Many contain added sugars, thickeners, and especially phosphates. For people worried about kidney health, phosphates are a red flag. They can build up in the blood when kidney function is reduced, and that can lead to weak bones, heart issues, and faster kidney damage. So while oat milk itself is a great choice, the processed versions can quietly undo the very benefits you're hoping for. That's why making your own oat milk at home is the best option. It's easier than most people think. Just blend 1 cup of rolled oats with 4 cups of water, then strain it through a fine cloth. What you get is a clean, creamy drink, free from the additives that put stress on your kidneys. If you want extra flavor, add a tiny bit of cinnamon or a drop of vanilla. Warm it gently before bed, and you've got a soothing nighttime ritual that does more than comfort you. It actively supports your kidneys while you sleep. And here's the bigger picture. A nightly routine like this is more than just a drink. It's a signal to your body. When you slow down, turn off the noise of the day, and sip something warm, your nervous system gets the message. It's time to relax. That lowers cortisol, your main stress hormone, and with lower stress comes lower blood pressure, less inflammation, and less hidden strain on your kidneys. In other words, the ritual itself is just as healing as the nutrients inside the glass. Think of how most people end their nights: scrolling on their phone, eating sugary snacks, or staying up too late. Those habits may feel harmless, but they chip away at your health over time. Replacing them with a calm, kidney-friendly habit like oat milk can completely change the way your body rests and repairs itself. Night after night, these small choices add up to major protection. So don't underestimate it. Warm, unsweetened oat milk is more than a bedtime drink. It's a tool for deeper sleep, healthier cholesterol, calmer nerves, and stronger kidneys. Make it at home, keep it simple, and let your body do the healing work it was designed to do while you sleep. 4. Olive leaf tea. Olive leaf tea might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about protecting your kidneys, but it's one of the most underrated natural helpers out there. The secret behind it is a powerful antioxidant called oleuropein, along with its byproduct hydroxytyrosol. These two compounds are like bodyguards for your cells, especially when it comes to fighting stress and damage inside your kidneys. Why is this so important? Because one of the biggest hidden enemies of kidney health is high blood pressure. In fact, high blood pressure is the second leading cause of kidney failure, right after diabetes. Every time your blood pressure rises above a healthy range, it puts extra stress on those tiny filters inside your kidneys. Over the years, that stress adds up, and slowly your kidneys lose their ability to do their job. Now here's where olive leaf tea comes in. Scientists have been studying it for years, and the results are exciting. A 2022 meta-analysis, which means researchers looked at many different studies and combined the data, found that olive leaf extract lowered systolic blood pressure by an average of nearly 4 points, and in people with existing hypertension, it lowered it by almost 5 points. That might not sound like a lot at first, but think about it this way. Every single point of blood pressure that comes down is 1 less pound of pressure pushing against your delicate kidney filters. Over months and years, that difference can be the line between keeping your kidneys strong and slowly wearing them out. But the story doesn't end there. Olive leaf tea may also help in other ways. Some animal studies show that oleuropein can reduce kidney damage markers, lower inflammation, and even prevent scarring inside the kidneys. Inflammation and scarring are like the slow, silent killers of kidney function. Once scar tissue builds up, the filters can't repair themselves, and the damage becomes permanent. So anything that helps slow down or reduce that process is a huge win. Of course, it's not all simple. Olive leaf tea, as natural as it sounds, can still interact with medications. If you're already on blood pressure medicine like ACE inhibitors or beta blockers, drinking olive leaf tea regularly might lower your blood pressure too much or interfere with how the medication works. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor before making it a daily habit. Natural remedies are powerful, but they need to be used wisely, especially if you're already managing a condition. Now, let's talk about how to actually prepare this tea so you can enjoy it safely. The best way is to use dried organic olive leaves. Measure about 1 teaspoon per cup of water. Bring the water to a gentle boil, then let the leaves steep for around 5 to 10 minutes. The longer you steep, the stronger the flavor and the higher the concentration of antioxidants. After that, strain the leaves and sip it warm. It has a smooth, earthy taste, not as bitter as green tea, and many people find it soothing before bedtime. That's also a bonus because bedtime is when your kidneys get a chance to rest and repair. Drinking something that relaxes your body while protecting your kidneys at the same time is a double win. If you're wondering how often to drink it, most people do well with a cup in the evening, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. It doesn't have caffeine, so it won't keep you up at night, and pairing it with other kidney-friendly habits, like staying hydrated during the day, cutting back on excess salt, and eating fresh fruits and vegetables, makes the benefits even stronger. Here's something to keep in mind. Small, consistent changes are often more powerful than big, dramatic ones. 1 cup of olive leaf tea won't magically heal damaged kidneys overnight, but drinking it regularly as part of a healthy lifestyle can take the edge off the pressure and protect your kidneys in the long run. Think of it like giving your kidneys a little shield every night before you sleep. So if you're serious about avoiding dialysis and keeping your kidneys healthy, olive leaf tea is worth adding to your routine. But again, don't skip the step of checking with your doctor if you're on medications. Health is always about balance. Nature has powerful tools to offer, but they need to be used the right way. So there you have it, 4 bedtime drinks that can truly make a difference for your kidneys. Olive leaf tea to help lower blood pressure, oat milk to support stable blood sugar, chamomile tea to calm your body and reduce inflammation, and cranberry juice to fight off silent infections. Each one works in its own way, but together they share the same goal: giving your kidneys the break they need at night so they can keep protecting you during the day. The bigger picture here isn't just about what you drink. It's about building small, smart habits that add up over time. Habits that can slow down kidney damage and maybe even help you avoid dialysis in the future. Just remember, your body is unique. What works best for one person might not be the same for you. That's why it's important to listen to your body, rotate these drinks if you need to, and always check with your doctor if you're dealing with any medical conditions or taking medications. Now I want to hear from you. Out of these 4, which one are you most excited to try tonight? Drop your answer in the comments because your experience might inspire someone else who's watching this right now. And if you're worried about early kidney symptoms or just want to learn the warning signs to look out for, don't miss the next video that's on the screen. It could be the one that protects your health.